morning. It is St. Patrick's Day, bright and early, crisp morning. I got a call this week from a guy who has his dad's 1954 first year Fender Stratocaster. I mean, that's an iconic instrument for a collector or a vintage shop. It's a dream. It's been in Washington, I believe, its whole life. We're gonna find out more. Turned out he's a couple hours away, so Ken and I are on our way to Oak Harbor via ferry to go check this 54 Strat out. Hey, good morning, Jeff. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. It's gonna be a nice day.
It is beautiful out, man. So we're about, I guess, 15 minutes from your house. So we're getting there pretty soon here. Just pull in the driveway, pretty straightforward?
Yeah, there's plenty. You'll see there's plenty of room.
Okay, man. Well, looking forward to meeting you and seeing this awesome guitar, and we'll be there in a few, okay?
All right. Hey, thank you.
Yep, you bet.
See you then. Bye.
I built my own framing and then built it from there up. It took 6 years.
So what color are they calling this?
That's all original. See,
really?
surf green, India ivory, and the dark green inside is called Highland green. And all the interior stock, but it's all monster underneath.
So clean. Hi, I'm Trevor.
I'm Brenda.
Brenda, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Brenda.
Wow.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to get some footage
this
of you
is
firing
kinda-
that thing up, man.
Kind of Jeff's passion here.
Good Lord.
I've had this since '87. It's white interior with the white top. 350 horse, 327, all stock. I gotta fix it. Somebody let their pickup roll into the front of it and it broke the fiberglass right around the nose here. It broke it right there. See it?
Oh yeah, I
break?
can see it.
But to fix that, I got a check for $7,300.
Okay. This kind of looks like Lake Placid blue. What would they call that?
Nassau blue.
Nassau blue?
Yep.
Beautiful. And then what are you building over here? Well, putting together, I should say.
A 40 Willys coupe.
She's very friendly, but she wants to say hello.
Hey, you. What's her name?
Jazla.
This is my wife and I's dream. Is somewhere. Oh my God.
Yes. You
Wow.
can just dabble in the flowers.
Gorgeous.
Well, these for the most part are my geraniums because part of being with the Coupeville Garden Club, I happen to specialize in the geraniums. So I winter them over and play with them all summer, and come next fall we'll take cuttings and make new plants, and that's what we sell for our fundraisers.
Oh, cool.
Our whole purpose is to beautify Coupeville.
Yeah.
But basically, I think I have 30 or 40 kinds of geraniums in here, which I have been pampering all winter. Part of them are from last summer, part of them are from cuttings, but these are the ones we'll use next year. You know, last year we made a considerable amount of money, and
Yeah.
we spend it all beautifying parks and putting barrels in and hanging baskets and
I love it.
play in the dirt. It's my obsession.
So do you have a favorite one in here that you give a little extra attention to?
No.
All right, man. Let's see this.
Like I said, I don't know anything about guitars.
Yeah. So replace 60s case. You told me that, and wow, look at that. Old Strat. Yeah.
No, that's, I think, the original strap. One piece body.
Yeah. You can see this 54 TG contour right here right off the bat.
Then it,
Old Strat. Wow.
it's not perfect, you know. But my dad, you know, he played it a lot. You know, he did play it a lot.
Look at that. You can see how round that is. That's really typical of 1954, what I was saying earlier. And I just love that. Early serial number, 0413.
June.
Yep.
June 1. I have a picture of, right here on the neck where it has the TG 654, and then underneath that plate in the back,
So resonant. These are just crazy. I mean, I always feel like, feels like a piece of furniture. They're just so solid. It was a different mindset back then. People cared about their stuff, and that obviously was passed down to you, looking at your garage over there. But yeah, it's always nice to see these early ones. How did this survive? It always blows my mind.
And I've never seen another one hardly on a guitar.
God, look at that one piece, just insane. And just that cool kind of figuring right here. The checking on the back of the headstock is gorgeous too.
This has got still nice color.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some that are different, darker or something, or browner.
I've seen some that look like a gold tooth, man. They're so rusted, but those are beautiful. He must have wiped this thing down when he played it. There you go, 54, absolutely beautiful.
I don't know about the knobs. I can't, if they're original or not. I don't, you'd think after all these years, maybe they've been replaced. I don't know.
Some of them, this is an early one. You see that Bakelite coming apart, that usually transfers to some of these plastics too. So it's likely, but we'll check it out. Cool single ply guard, typical cracks here by the screws.
And my dad bought a 11 screw cover and put on it, but I made him save this.
Nice.
And he did not drill any more holes in it. He only
pop
used
it
these
on.
screws.
Yep.
So I still have that, but I thought, I should put the original back on.
Yeah,
even
man,
though it's
why
broken.
not?
Yeah, let's put the original back on.
Was the 11-hole one, was it a 3-ply pickguard or was it single as well?
I have
Yeah.
it. I have it. I don't know what it was.
Just curious if he even cared to keep kind of the...
No, I think he just went to the music store and bought one.
I love those old string trees too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Your dad, and he goes, oh, that's original. And he finally, he was skeptical. Then he goes, oh, that's original. That's original.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Gorgeous, man. Very cool. The old strap. I'll put this cover back on it. Oh. Yeah. Cool.
He's getting old, but oh, there's the
Yep.
there's the old and the new. Yeah.
Yeah, so we put like a 3-ply more modern one on.
Okay. So, but yeah, I'm glad
Yep,
we kept that
absolutely.
one because I put it back on. Oh, and there's Dad.
With the serial
Showing
number.
off the serial number. Yeah.
It's too cool.
Dad. He's probably 80 in these pictures. My dad's name was Melford Faris. He grew up in a big family, 8 boys and 2 sisters. Poor, but they were musical. That's what they did back then. They played music. He could listen to a song and then just play it. Just taught himself. He was in the Korean War from 1950 to 54. And then he had his discharge money, so when he got home, he decided, that I want a nice guitar. So he went up to Yakima and went to Talcott's music store and he bought this Strat in September of 54. He's had other guitars, but this was his favorite and he just kept it. It would always be sitting there, and whenever the family was around for holidays and stuff, he would get it out and just play some instrumental stuff. And then he was usually gone on Friday and Saturday night going to either an Eagles or an Elks. Coming home from one of his gigs in probably 65, he rolled his pickup. He rolled his pickup and hit a guardrail. And it rolled over with this and a big twin reverb amp in the cab with him. And I'm sure that's probably what happened to the case. I think he looked at it as just an instrument to play. Not until maybe in the mid-90s did he realize what he had. I thought I kind of wanted to learn how to play the guitar, but I was left-handed, and so I never could hold it right-handed. And the car thing and hot rods were really taking over, and that was my real interest. So it never comes out, It just sits in the safe. Underneath the springs in pencil, it says 654, and then it's got the varnish right over the top of that. The neck was off when it got refretted, and it says TG 654. And I didn't know what the TG means, but everybody in the guitar world does, I guess. My dad wasn't into cars at all. You could put this in the front seat of the Corvette and it'd be a toss-up which was worth more. And that's crazy. This guitar would remind me of the 57 Chevy because it is probably the most iconic collector car there is. And everybody knows what one is. Highland green, surf green, and the roof is India white. And this is called the cloud pattern upholstery, and it's reproduction, but this is how the car would have been.
It's amazing. Kind of reminds me of Boone's T-Bird a little bit, cross between that and his 88, but this is just, it's amazing. I mean, my butt's rumbling. It feels so good.
Probably my biggest thrill was at Puyallup in 2011, and I took it and I won an award at the Good Guys show there, so I got a sticker for it. That's after you win something like that. I don't even care if you ever get another trophy. Oh, it's warm enough. I don't like to lean on this thing until it's up to temperature.
Yeah.
Get the valve springs warmed up. I've been building motors for all my life too. I built this motor. I have port cylinder heads, cylinder head work.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, baby!
That was just in the second.
Wow.
The road's not long enough. But yeah, that's just in the second. 460 cubic inches. It's got a big comp cams, roller cam, and a metal rock aluminum cylinder head, 10-to-1 compression. Steel crank, forged rod, forged crank.
I love it, man. It's car geeks, guitar geeks. How he feels driving this is how someone's gonna feel playing that 54, man.
I would like to see it go to a private collector that, not a Hard Rock Cafe or anything like that, but just a private collector who, really appreciates them, really wants to have, a nice collection. Like somebody that had paintings, and maybe doesn't show them to everybody, but he has them.
Yeah, so what is this?
This is a 1966 calendar that were in garages, and if you'd go into a wrecking yard and they'd be behind the counters in wrecking yards, because guys had these back in the day, and had a clear cellophane, and you lift that